Soul Warden. Hopefully you didn't find me rude disappearing from the camp so suddenly. I simply needed to inform Liang of your success. As is becoming the theme of our partnership, good news doesn't always spread as quickly as bad. I suppose I wanted to indulge. And also, I didn't want to make as formal a goodbye as we had before. We are parting, yes, but we shall see each other again. I will. You know where you can find me if the need ever arises for an emboldened alchemist brewing her war-grade potions. Until then.
You've made it! Good! Your exploits precede you, and we have need of your aid. The corrupted legion in Brimstone Sands is preparing an assault on the capital of New Corsica. The civilians are fleeing the region in droves. Another Soul Warden, Buhawi, has been organizing the refugees, helping in any way he can. I haven't heard from him for some time. You've taken a weight off my shoulders. Thank you for checking up on him.
Oh, my fellow Soul Warden saves the day. Thank you for breaking that snare. I truly thought I'd be stuck there for all eternity. My pride more than my body. I was tracking a scouting party from the corrupted legion, but the sun betrayed me, and I was forced to flee. I suspect the legion sent scouts to search the desert for refugees. We need to warn everyone at the Wakala Awaha outpost. Come, follow me!
I hope this means the residents of this place will get the assistance they need. I've done what I can, but it is far from... I suggest you speak to the others in this camp, especially that young woman over there. She has been responsible for organizing much of this, and can explain the current situation. Thank you again, comrade.
Stay together. There's strength in numbers. Ready what weapons you have, but be prepared to run if it comes to that. Don't lose... You there! You have a heroic look about you. That steely glint in your eyes, the aura of confidence, the distinctive swagger. When I want something, we're in desperate need of capable warriors. A terrible enemy, the corrupted legion, lays siege to this land. These people are trying to flee the conflict and get to safety. No, I'm just helping however I can. I am Ghazi Laghmani, a scribe and scholar. We have no way to fight these fearsome foes, but I'm hoping you do. Can you help us? Ah, we're in luck then. I feel an attack on this camp is imminent. They're likely to come from the northwest. Could you scout the sands in that direction? I pray you're as capable as you look. Ah, you've done it! My instincts are never wrong! Well, not when it's important. You will be envied by many, admired by all, and desired by an obsessive few. Upon a closer inspection of such a striking visage, I amend that to many. Now that you've proven yourself, I'm compelled to ask for your help again. I'm not only a scholar, I'm also a chronicler. For the last several years, I've been committing to parchment the extraordinary life of none other than Imhotep the Wise, the great sage of Brimstone, oldest living soul on Eternum, friend to the ancients, architect of the Great Pyramid at Akhil. He is more valuable than the library at Alexandria. He's also committed to stopping the corrupted legion. If anyone can do it, it's him. But he's gone missing. He does this occasionally. Well, frequently, actually. But this time, I feel something terrible has happened. Am I that transparent? You'd be doing Brimstone Sands a great service. He was traveling to the Acropolis and was supposed to send word when he arrived. But it never came. Stop. Wasn't sure if you would. What's this? A journal. Imhotep took Aban with him. He's a fellow scribe and dear friend. Where could they have gone? I must find out. But there's a looming crisis we must deal with first. I hope I'm not becoming a burden, but heroes are hard to find. Your bold and effective defense of these refugees has enraged the Legion garrison at Crassus's rise. They're preparing a massive assault to wipe us all out. Noticed that, did you? They're the original Romans who founded New Corsica centuries ago. They were once Brimstone's noble protectors. But after a terrible tragedy, corruption turned them into a scourge. Oh, don't get me started. It has been a blight on this land for thousands of years. It was a plague even to the ancients when they walked these sands. It unleashed a terrible cataclysm. Your guess is as good as mine. Not even Imhotep knows. But let's focus on the matter at hand. The Legion fortress lies to the northwest. Hit it hard. I'll try and pick up Imhotep's trail. I'll meet you outside the fortress. Good luck. I was hoping to see your striking visage again. And your aura of confidence has grown. That can only mean victory, yes? Well, the corrupted Legion will think twice before attacking innocent refugees again. You read my mind, you wily oracle. Imhotep's wisdom may be the only thing that can save us from this relentless foe. I pray he's safe and sound. Luckily, my efforts to locate Imhotep have borne fruit. Aban sent a message that they were heading to Carthago. Aban seemed especially worried about our master losing himself. I'm afraid it's complicated. You see, when someone lives as long as Imhotep, their mind can become full and sometimes spill. Like a vessel holding too much water. Thoughts, ideas, they can all become jumbled. No, he's not. His mind has simply had to contend with so much. Centuries and centuries of memory. We were never meant to live this long. Imhotep has said so on many occasions. Of course. He holds more knowledge than anyone else in the world. We just have to be patient with him. There's an outpost that way called Cavalier's Rest. Please, search Carthago, find Imhotep and bring him there. I've come to rely on you. Don't let me down.
Please, help me. Oh, my master Imhotep. Gone to Neuracotis. I was to collect Rosie. Meet him there. I didn't see them, didn't hear them. Those things. Those horrible things. You must warn Imhotep. The sands have come alive.
You've returned! By Isis, you're tougher than old crocodile leather. But your look is so grim. I'm afraid to ask. Oh no, my poor sweet Aban. What happened to him? Did he say anything? What the hell does that mean? And what's this? Another journal page. Oh, my dear master. What could have befallen him? Damn my eyes, I should have been by his side. Oh, I knew something had gone wrong. I'm cursed with an infallible instinct for these sorts of things. Did you discover anything else in Eurycotis? Angry Earth? They must have attacked Imhotep. I've never heard of them wandering that far. What could they have wanted? There are few Angry Earth here, and they normally gather at Jupiter's Grove. Oh, I am really developing an affection for you. Go and see what you can find. I'll head to New Corsica to see what I can find. I feel terrible about Suitaban's fate.
Well, you certainly seem to have stirred up this hornet's nest, youngster. Sadly, I find myself a prisoner of these elemental beings. Or else, I'd offer my assistance. Then this is a fortuitous day for us both. For I am he. There's a sandy monstrosity that seems to have a way to release these unusual bonds. But I doubt it'll simply hand it over. Brilliantly done, youngster. I could tell by your show of martial prowess that you are highly trained. Now let me guess. Ghazi sent you. Am I right? Remarkable woman. A brilliant mind for one so young. But we mustn't waste any time. Something evil stirs in the sands. I'll meet you both in New Corsica. There's much to do.
You're becoming as reliable as the dawn. Imhotep arrived a short while ago. He was quite impressed with his gallant rescuer. Oh, I could kiss your striking visage repeatedly. Thankfully, Imhotep was still in one piece. Please excuse the mess. Most of the important books and scrolls in the city were seized and stored here. It's become our library and our sanctum. The Pontifex Charmion, a spiritual leader here for many years. She was once very wise, but she's lost her. Unfortunately, New Corsica has suffered under her guidance. Guard your words carefully in her presence. He's recovering from his ordeal. Although relatively unharmed, it had a greater impact on him than he was willing to say. He's taking restorative elixirs to help him focus his mind. I've never seen him so troubled. Honestly, it scares me. Oh, he wanted you to consult a scroll. He said it would shed light on our current situation. It's just there on the table.
The gods summoned us from the old world, calling us to paradise, the undying land. They promised life eternal. The divine ancients shared their wisdom, directing us to build great temples to house their wonders. The works of my people shone like a jewel in this new world. But madness erupted throughout the land, igniting a terrible war. Our great works were laid to waste. When the fires cooled, the ancients had vanished, leaving behind only ruins and a doomed race of immortal soldiers guarding empty temples. But we were determined to endure. In the absence of the ancients, we became the masters of our own destiny. We battled the primordial beings birthed by the cataclysm and discovered immortality became a curse. Death had not been banished, only transformed. Even the madness returned to plague us anew. In the end, the ancients' promises had been nothing but lies. I pray they've not blinded us to the terror stirring beneath the sands.
I I am not being loud. I'm simply worried about you. Think about Aban.
Do you think I could ever forget Aban?
We'll continue this later. Words fail me. How can I ever thank you for saving this old goat?
Yes, this goat owes you a tremendous debt. But I'm afraid we may not yet take a rest.
You see what I said about our friend?
Indeed. Most impressive. Your presumption is correct. We must retrieve the seed of the Aizoth tree.
It seems the angry Earth have reawakened just for the seed. But we must learn what they plan to do with it.
And where they've taken it. Yes, of course. To grow the seed, they'll need water. And plenty of it. Now I understand Ghazi's embarrassing obsession.
Do remember, Imhotep, that I'm much more handy with a sword than you.
Thank you for your help. I would join you, but I felt an evil presence on my journey near the Shrine of Thoth. One which Ghazi and I must investigate.
Recover the seed if you can, and meet us at the shrine.
There you are! No doubt you've witnessed all manner of fascinating events and faced innumerable and bearing gifts, I see. What is that device? Feeding, you say? Most intriguing. This will certainly merit further study. Yes. Most intriguing indeed. This device is of ancient make. I recognize the distinctive markings and construction. It's a focus for some kind of power, but I've never seen one exactly like this before. Oh, I knew them. Well enough to worry about a device like this. It's protected by an arcane lock that prevents me from discerning its nature. I've encountered such locks before. That remains to be seen. This one seems especially complex. The design is familiar, though. Fortunately, I happen to know a spell that can open ancient locks. But I will require certain rare components. Your eagerness and acumen are commendable. You remind me of Ghazi. These items are fine specimens. You have an eye for this sort of work, young. Place the items in the conjuring circle in the areas I've marked. Then, for your safety, step away. I shall begin the incantation. It is indeed a sorcery taught to me by one of the ancients themselves. My mentor. It isn't what we thought, by the way. The ancients, they were not gods, though they wielded power as if they were. Too much like us in some ways, and yet not enough like us in others. The specter of Eternum is their legacy. Never forget that. But now, I must concentrate. Stay close to Ghazi.
No! It cannot be! We have unleashed the demon!
But that's impossible. For it to reawaken after all these centuries? Was it a ritual?
Yes. Swaddled in arrogance. I have brought doom upon us all. No! 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 I must do something! I must stop him! Ah! My mind darkens. I drown in shadows. I am lost. Lost! Ah!
Imhotep!
Address me as Great Pharaoh. I appoint you as my sword to defeat Apophis, our eternal foe. Apophis is a primordial, an elder of the angry earth we believed banished. His return heralds the destruction of humanity. The ancients awakened the angry earth to battle corruption. But their deadly weapon perceived us as a threat as well.
It was millennia ago, but the horror is still fresh. Apophis led the angry earth in a war of genocide against our people. Only because they ceased their attacks and returned to the earth. We never discovered why.
I know not, but there is a vault in Hermopolis, where many records were kept. Seek my sword, and meet us anon in New Corsica. With the light of Ra, what mysteries have you uncovered in the vault? Speak to your These scrolls are written in ancient script. There are few in Aeternum who can read them. I am one of them. And that strange jar. Something floats within. So it is. I must decipher these scrolls. There is foul alchemy at work here. The scrolls speak of a process that combines the bodies and souls of different creatures together into a chimera. This is the blasphemous power that the ancients used to create the primordials. I did not think it possible. But perhaps I was mistaken. This strange jar is not centuries old. It's new. Someone recent. I do not think so. Such craft seems beyond that demon's temperament and skill. There's another mind at work here. One that is far more cunning. I recognize the pungent scent and sickly color of the jar's fluid. It comes from the sulfurous pools of Orcus. Go there and see what you can discover.